When I was growing up, I think I was in the sixth grade, there was a boy who would sit in the back of the class and he would go like, hey, 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 over here, hey, hey, look, 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 you know, and no one looked. And you know why? Because if you looked, if you turned around, he would almost inevitably have this long hot dog sausage dangling out of his fly. And it was uncooked and drippy, and he'd be like, "Oh, I brought it from home." And he looked just like that kid from A Christmas Story, the bully. He's an archetype I go to a lot. The kid with the raccoon hat and the braces who's like, and he would give you that laugh if you looked, and he'd go, "Cheerio, you looked," or whatever it was back then. And that kid, when he got to middle school, he started telling dead baby jokes. That was like his upgrade from sticking an uncooked hot dog wiener out of his pants. He upgraded from that to, how did the dead baby cross the road? On the back of the chicken. You know what I mean? And that became like his jokes. And you're still like, ugh. You don't laugh. It's like that seventh grade thing you do where you go, I'm not supposed to be, I probably shouldn't be laughing at this because it's so evil and vile. And it's like in that age when you're pushing boundaries, when you're not supposed to, but when it's more apt. Like you're like 11, 12, 13, and you don't really know how to behave. So you're pushing boundaries to figure out how to behave. And, oh man, I remember thinking like those guys that do the dead baby jokes, they're going to be so embarrassed as they get older because I'm cringing at how uncreative and unfunny they are at 13. I'm like, oof. Like he's only telling this to appear like a badass. He's only telling this to look like he's so edgy. You know what I mean? Because it's not inherently funny at all. There's nothing inherently funny about a dead child, and there shouldn't be to anybody. What is funny about a dead child? I need to ask this of even the average person, as mundane Matt would say. What is so mundane about a dead baby, Matt? Why are those silly little jokes? He deleted 10,000 tweets, Matt. James Gunn deleted 10,000 tweets he thought would be tied into that scandal. That all have that same ring of humor. And I have a collection on my own channel right here. I'll post it. And I think this is 12 tweets. And how many of them involved him getting his face peed on by a toddler? You know, or a baby getting murdered. And first of all, I want you to explain to me why those jokes are inherently funny and why they're not offensive. Why they're silly, and why they shouldn't evoke horror is a better question, I guess. Why shouldn't those tweets evoke the horror of a dead child? Like, why is it all just a big joke? I really need to know. And my guess is that Matt is just a simple, straightforward PR Hollywood shill. That's it. And that he can't say so, or he'll lose his job. These are PR shill tactics. They're like Bush League PR shill tactics. These are Reddit tier PR shill tactics. And if that's not the case, then guys, refer to my video about how you do not know James Gunn personally. So if any deeper transgressions come to light, like anything worse than tweets, you're going to look stupid.